In this video, I'll be walking you through my exact SMC trading plan that I will be personally using for the day. I'll be analyzing the fundamental analysis, the Forex factory news, and I'll be even giving you the exact insights on how the market is going to move or react for those news, and also the technical analysis of things, right? The points of interest that I will be targeting for buys and sells exactly as you will see in the video. But before we get into that, all this is not financial advice. This is just my trading plan and my trade ideas, right? With that being said, we get on with the video. Alrighty, so today is the Monday market, March 23rd. You can see no major news, so that is a wonderful sight to see. We'll see. Now we get into the technical analysis of things. Trading view. So these are the major pairs that I will be showing and I personally trade. So you guys can take a screenshot of this. These are just the major pairs, and yes, I have a minor pair, EURUSD, right here. We'll start off with gold, right? Gold has been on a huge sell. There has only been sell, sell, and sell for the last since the start of March. Actually, you can see the start of March we have been on a steady decline downside. So today the idea is just going to be, so I've taken out a fib for this swing, right? You can see that I've taken out a fib for this swing right here, and so I'm expecting price to retrace back and then before moving down. I think my eventual target for gold is something around the 4,000 region, maybe in between 40.50 and 3950, right? So this is my point of place where I can see gold come before eventually switching up to the buy side. But something to note is that price is yet to react, because price has just taken off previous week low and price has taken previous month's low, and you know how previous month was. It was a huge buy to the upside, right? So that is something to note, that price has just taken previous month's low and yet to react. So if price reacts off of that, then we can try to go for some sells along that region. But for now, we need price to give us some good liquidity build up to the upside before we target some sells. Let's move on to the next. So we have NZDUSD. So NZDUSD, again, it's the very same plan, right? We have been on the sell. So there are two plans that I am planning for now. The main one is a 1 hour sell order block from this region, right? So you can see that we have previous week's high as inducement, right? Resting right here, and you even have a triple top formation, which makes it very good. So if price grabs that, then I think going for this. But if for the time being, I am targeting this as a potential point for the reversal, right? A potential point for the reversal. For this, I expect to see price take out this low. If price takes out this low and then comes back up into this region, then I think I'm going to be targeting for this one right here. But if price does not break this low and keeps going up, then I think I can easily use this 1 hour order block right here to target some lows, because price should be reacting, normally should be reacting after taking the inducement, right? So you can see the previous week's high. So after taking that, we can expect some move downside. Similarly on AUDUSD, right? But AUDUSD is a little bit more cleaner than your NZDUSD, because NZDUSD, as you can see, we are yet to break the swing, right? That is exactly why I told you, if price breaks this and then comes back into this area, right, only then target sells. But if price goes all the way back up, this is not valid zone, right? So, but you can see in AUDUSD, price has already given us the break, right, in the swing. It has given us the break in the swing. So in that case, targeting this region should be better and should be more cleaner and more effective than targeting your NZDUSD for yourselves from that region. And similarly, drawing a Fibonacci actually makes sense in this swing, because this is an actual swing to the downside. And you can see there is an order block around this region, but there is a huge fair value gap and I'm considering this region to be sort of an inducement. You can see there is some sort of a trend line formation right here. So this is the start of the trend line. So if price takes this out, you can consider that as an inducement and then shift in your prices lower, right? But on the higher time frame like types of things, I am targeting this 4-hour order block since the last 2 weeks, I think. So because you can see a proper 2 swing formation, right? So this is your 1 swing and this is your 2nd swing, and then I'm targeting that, the classic 2 swing setup. And we have beautiful inducement. You can see price right here and right here, and now price is targeting downside. So AUDUSD is a very clean sell for today. GBPUSD, something to note is that price has made it down, right? So we have a classic 2 swing setup right here, and I'm expecting price to come back up before going back down. That is the only plan that I'm targeting, because targeting sells around this region is going to be very dangerous, because not only we have this high, we also have previous week's high, as in the previous week's high that can be taken out before coming back down. And targeting around this region, it is not a swing, just like we saw on the NZDUSD. It is not an exact swing, right? So price has to break this low before coming back up. Only then we can use this region as, as a kind of a target, as a kind of a POI. But I'm pretty sure on the EURUSD, it's a little bit more achievable than GBPUSD. So you can see GBPUSD reaching from here till here is going to be a big journey. But on EURUSD, it is possible today. On EURUSD, it is possible today, because from here till here is not as much as a big journey. And we probably can see price come up onto this 1-hour order block before going back down, right? And you can see again, we have beautiful inducement around this region, and we also have another sweep around this region, and we have previous week's high resting right below the POI for an inducement. So we can use that as an inducement, price come up. Of course, if you want to take extra confirmation, you can always correlate between GBPUSD and EURUSD to get an extra confirmation whether whether price has actually given you a change of character or a break of structure. And then yes, I will be entering on the retracement. Yeah, with that being said, USDJPY is pretty interesting, because all the signals are telling me buy. But once again, we have the same dilemma where price has, let me check. Price is yet to make a swing break, right? But I've still drawn the Fibonacci, hopeful of, if price does come back down. Because we have this good inducement level, and we have a very clear and neat order block on the 1 hour. Let me zoom in a little bit so you guys can see it a little bit more clearly. You can see that there's a very clear 1 hour order block right here, and we have very clear inducement on this level. And yeah, we have a sort of a 2 swing setup right here. And if price does come back down, then we can expect it to go back up. So that is my USDJPY plan. EURUSD is a very clean buy, very clean buy, right? We have a very neat buy, so that's the problem. But we don't have any inducement of any, we don't have any inducement, we don't have any liquidity of any kind. So all this has to be done over the coming few days. And you can see I've drawn a swing. I've drawn the Fibonacci for the swing. We have a 0.5 level. I can't find an order block on the 1 hour, as you can see. But I had to dig deep and go into the 15 minutes to find an order block. There is an order block right here, right? You can see it has a family gap, but there's barely any liquidity as such for price, to grab. So I can't really expect price to give me that huge retracement today. Coming on to USDCAD. USDCAD is a buy. All right, is a buy. So I've drawn, as you can see, I have drawn the Fibonacci for the entire swing of this swing. right? So around the equilibrium region is where we have a beautiful 4 hours order block, classic 2 swing setup, and we have previous week's low as your inducement. But coming on to, but let's just say on the smaller time scale, right? That is the big picture things. On the smaller time scale, we have this as your swing, and we have this as your new the newer Fibonacci that I drew. It is very clear that we can target a buy from any region below the previous day's low, but as you can see, USDCAD is so chopped, there is no POI, there's no POI anywhere along this region. And if that was the case in your 1 hour, look at 15. Again, no POI as such around this region, no POI. We have one right here. But by the time price comes all the way down here, we have a greater draw of liquidity, which is your previous week's low. So that is not something that I will be targeting, right? That is not a valid region to target from. It's just not that good. Coming into silver, XAGUSD is the same as your gold plan. So we have the bigger, higher time frame types of things, right? So on the higher time frame, you can see that. Yeah, so on the higher time frame, you can see I'm taking this as your swing, and we have this as your Fibonacci place, right? And anything above this region, and so I'm just expecting price to come back up, take out previous day's low, so previous day's high, and then come back down. That's why I've drawn a 1 hour order block from this region. We also have a classic 2 swing setup, right? So that's 2 confluences for this. And if we were to take the new swing, if we were to consider this new swing, again, I've drawn a Fibonacci, but again, we don't have any good regions. We have this region right here, right? We have this region right here that we can target as such. This is on your 1 hour, so I'm pretty sure it kind of looks good on the 15, right? This region right here. But it's just that there's not good inducement that, you know, I can consider. That is the problem. But let's just see on the 15, maybe it is a point. Can target. All right, fine. Let's just get a plan for this as well. Let's see how this goes, right? All right, so this is the final plan for silver, and now we're back onto gold. So it's a pretty interesting day. We'll have to wait for the right setups to come up. This, again, it's only Monday, and if you have seen my trade review videos, my Monday and Tuesday track record has not been great, but I've applied the same logic and the same the trade ideas from last week, so again, it shouldn't be any different. Let's see. Today should be a very good trading day. I don't expect any of these setups to hit today. Most likely tomorrow or day after we can see these moves come into play. But that being said, you guys have a very good day and a profitable day. Do subscribe if you want to see more videos just like this. And yeah, do follow my journey. Do follow me on Instagram and my trading community. All the links are in the description. And yeah, I'll catch you in the next one.